Okay, as you can see, we have just been filled here at 1298.75 just a couple of minutes ago, and then fired up the video, and you can see also that the market has actually already reached our first objective of 99.50. We're long from 98.75, so as a result, the stop has been moved up from 97.25 to 98 even. So our risk on this trade as it stands right now is 3 ticks. We haven't yet been filled at 99.50, as you can see. The green tag right here where it says 2 sell T1. T1 is target 1. T2 up here is target 2. And we have a limit order in there for one contract. You see the number 1 right here. And that's to sell one contract at 1300.25. So the market has had a good update today, and so it's I guess that's the one drawback to this particular trade is that the market's already moved up pretty nicely, but it's been a good bullish day, and so we really do think that the market is likely to move higher. It may take a little bit of time to do so, just because it's already spent a fair amount of energy moving up from today's low, which is down there around, I think, 1286. So we're up, what, 14 points, not from yesterday's close, but from just the low that was formed very early in the trading day today, just in the first few minutes. So the market has got some pretty good strength behind it, and we're just going to let this trade unfold here a little bit and hopefully get filled. It keeps knocking on the door there at 99.50, so hopefully it's going to give us a fill here momentarily, and that would well, we're long 4 contracts, so getting filled here with 2 of them would obviously cut our position in half, because our basic trade management protocol calls for exiting 1/2 of our position at 3 ticks. And once the market has reached that plus 3 ticks, as it already has in this case, then our stop, the amount that we're risking, is cut in half from 6 ticks down to 3. So there's a lot of volume up here.
Target filled.
Okay, there we go. We get filled on that. So we're good to go here. And let's see if the market can move up a little bit higher and reach our first objective. You notice that our stop has not changed. It's still right at that 1298 price, because the stop was adjusted when we first hit our first objective, and then it took a couple more minutes before it actually got filled. So yeah, okay, just okay, there, we've hit our second objective now. So we've been in this trade for about about 5 minutes, and you can see that our stop automatically gets adjusted to break even. In other words, to our entry price, which is 1298.75. So and we're attempting to exit 1/4 of our position. So our T2, our target 2, is to sell 1 contract. So but you can see that our stop has been adjusted to break even. Should the market at this time turn around and move lower and stop us out, then we would be stopped out at 1298.75. So we would not make any profit on the second half of the position. So that's really the status of our trade at this point in time. $1,302. It's one of those big round numbers, and the market could find some difficulty getting above here. Now, overnight, in the overnight Globex session, heading into Tuesday's trade, today being Wednesday, January the 18th, 2012, the market did get up to 1302 and change. Let me just check. Yeah, 1350. So it certainly would not surprise me if the market at least got up to that level and tested it. So that would be the area that we'd be looking at, sort of for the next likely area of some resistance. So we just keep monitoring this trade and see how it goes. If we get up to about 10 minutes and haven't been filled on this, I will probably pause the video and then just restart it again when an event happens that would give us some more information. Now you can see this up blue arrow that has just formed right here. Now that's for an additional long trade. Our first trade was right here. You can see our up blue arrow right here. It's to get entered. It's signaling that for us to get long at 1298.75, and there's that little dash blue line right there. So we got filled actually when it came down and hit our price right on. Of course, that doesn't always happen, but it did happen in this case. We did get filled on our limit order at 1298.75, and now the market's rallied a point and a half from that level. So the second trade here, I'll just shift it over a little bit. The up arrow and the entry is at 1299.75, but seeing as we're already long, we will not add to a position if we're already in a trade. So we're just going to stick with what we have right now and monitor the market here for the second half of our position. So we're still long 2 contracts, and that's signified right over here. 2 and our sell stop is right here for 2 contracts at 1298.75. So we'll just monitor this and see if we can get filled on the second objective. It's hit it there already a couple of times, and might be like the last time when it hit there for 2 to 3 minutes before we got filled on it. This could very well be the same thing. So as the market's rallying up here, it's obviously attracting some sellers who either taking profits or think that the market is getting near a resistance area. And of course, these big round numbers do tend to act like that. So we'll just give it a little bit more time. Okay, we've hit our second objective here again, 1300.25.
Target filled.
Okay, good. Now get filled on that. You can see our stop has not adjusted at all. We do have a target in here at 1303.75. I think what I will do though instead is now that we have a buying blue paint bar, I'm going to adjust this manually to 2 ticks below the low of that buying blue bar, which is the way that we like to manage our trades if we do get a paint bar once the market has produced one for us. So we would refer to this as a buying paint bar, and we will adjust our stop to 2 ticks below its low. So you can see it's low right here at 1299.75. We'll go ahead and put our stop in at 1299.25. So I'll just raise this up right here to 1299.25. It's only going to lock in an extra, it's only going to lock in 2 ticks more than our break even, but we have found these to be quite helpful in managing our trade. So we're actually using our software not just to help us get into a trade, but also to help us manage the trade. So we've got the stop in there, and of course we've already exited 3 out of our 4 contracts. So we've made a total of a point and a half on our first objective because we had 2 contracts for three quarters of a point each, and our second target was 1.5 points, but just on 1 contract. So our total take on this trade is 3 points so far. So if we do get stopped out now, no worse than 3.5 points total on this particular trade. So 3.5 points works out to $175 on this particular trade. So that would be the fail-safe or fallback position. Can't do any worse than that at this point. So now the video is getting close to 10 minutes, so I think I'm going to put this on pause, and I will go back to live trading here once the market has dictated such. Well, you can see here that the market has dropped down and stopped us out. So we ended up with a 2-tick profit on that final partial on that trade. So a profit of 3.5 points or $175 on that particular trade. We did not take this other trade, as I was mentioning a moment ago, just because the we were already in a position already. So anyway, just an example of emini day trader trades, how our software actually identifies a trade in real time, and just an example of a live trade. So thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.